often enough from managers and coaches about the right time to blood a young player. But circumstances often dictate, and because of an injury to Alan Stevenson, 19-year-old Billy O'Rourke is in goal for Burnley this afternoon. Very much in the firing line. His team haven't won a league game for 20 matches. But at least he's in plenty of teenage company. On his own side, there's 18-year-old Kevin Young. Among the opposition, the youngest player on the pitch, Clive Allen. Yet a third 18-year-old, Steve Burke, who came from Nottingham Forest, as indeed did 19-year-old Chris Woods, the opposition goalkeeper. Before the start of this season, they had just 11 league appearances between them. The lineup in front of Woods shows a first game of the season for Barry Wallace. Because of an injury to Bob Hazel, Glenn Roeder moves into the back line. Tony Curry is still unfit. 9 of that Burnley lineup played for them in the First Division, and Martin Dobson has followed a line of James and Kindon in having a second spell with the Burnley club. Referee this afternoon is Jeff Gray from Hinckley. The last time that Burnley recorded a victory was against Blackburn on April the 14th. An early touch for Billy O'Rourke, which I'm sure he'll appreciate. This is Brennan. Real copping up, the goalkeeper. Kindon, if he could have held that for a moment, he could have run on. Goddard, a bit of a nudge from Thompson. Comes down to Allen, who does it so neatly. And the first test for the goalkeeper. Came out to the 6-yard line. Didn't hold, but he'll feel better having had his first save from the youngest player on the field. Clive Allen. Here's Burke, Allen is far post, number 9. Well, the first really clear-cut chance. If he'd have got it right, the pace of Steve Burke, another England youth, the early cross, Clive Allen, yet another England youth on the right side, and he got it the wrong side of the goal from his point of view. Brendan, Broadway telling him to give it to the goalkeeper. He declines to accept the advice. Oh dear, what a disaster! And Goddard in the end. That really was total disaster. Brennan in the first place invited to give it to the goalkeeper. It was Noble who played it back, Rodaway who was there, and Goddard had the simplest of jobs to score a goal, which was created by the Burnley defence. Martin Dobson. Really cruel on Burnley, but they've only themselves to blame. Having survived a few anxious moments, to give away a goal like that when you haven't won since last April. It's really a kick in the stomach. Out of the sand, Noble up, but he jumped on the back of McCreary. And Tommy Docherty, having come down to the bench, goes back to his seat in the stand, but a substitution to be made. And it's Steve Burke who's going off, obviously for some knock. Ricky Walsh comes on. Goal given away, a real sickener for the new manager, Brian Miller. He's been with the club all his life, but took over as manager on October the 16th. Allen. Plenty of yellow shirts back. And it's going to come to Shanks. And it's deflected in by Brennan. Shanks' shot deflected past his own goalkeeper by Ian Brennan, and Billy O'Rourke entitled to look a bit downcast. Both goals that have beaten him have really been given away by more experienced players ahead of him. Shanks doubtless will claim it on his 27th birthday. Right away. Scott. Bowles. Shadowed by Young. Holloway finding that James was slightly in his way then. Now into pastures clear with Brennan on the left side. Roeder timing his interception superbly and leading a promising counter. Walsh to his right, two others to his left. Goes to Walsh, Allen is now unmarked. And Goddard gets it in! So Goddard's second goal, but the man who made it was the man who started it from the back, timing the interception, carrying forward, picking his moment to pass to Walsh. The defender went over to Walsh, leaving Allen unmarked, but the cross was longer and it was Goddard who got it in. And the goal coming after Burnley had begun to sort themselves out just a little bit. There's Dobson. Scott. Two minds by the goalkeeper, but he was offside, was Peter Noble. It started to come and then got back, probably amazed to see that there was a yellow shirted figure standing right in front of him. Might have had slight trouble too with the reflection of the sun, which I know a bit about myself. Clear foul by Jim Thompson. Clive Allen. Oh, he's done that well. Didn't quite get rid of his man though. Nice angle from Bowles. Wallace. Roeder. Free waiting in the box, the ball with Bowles. On for Roeder. Oh, such arrogant stuff. Jim Thompson's foot puts it out for the corner. One player on each post, one in the middle, who is not particularly well marked at the moment, Steve Wicks. Walsh is also in the 6-yard box. And Bowles finds Wicks, and Goddard couldn't get on the end. Oh, beautifully taken by David McCreary. Typical of the little fella. When it was all bobbing about, the goalkeeper was struggling to get there. Feet might have come up, but David McCreary didn't mind. Yes, precisely like that, taking a dive at it to head home. So that is 4, right on the stroke of half-time. And if Rangers maintain their mood in the second half, we could have something pretty close to an annihilation here. Dobson for Burnley. Applause from the crowd. Real problems for the Burnley manager, Brian Miller. 2 goals given away, 2 taken. Brings a 4-0 scoreline to Queen's Park Rangers at half-time. So Rangers get the second half underway, having already hit their highest goal tally of the season. Their opponents, Burnley, it's the most they've conceded in the match to date. Very much a question of attitude in the second half, whether Queen's Park Rangers will maintain their concentration. It has so far been a pretty easy match for them. It's the first very clear free kick. Fury on Scott. Tommy Docherty's side's not noted for easing off. Goddard comfortably away from Dobson. Allen. Walsh going to the middle. Wallace. Bowles. Saw Roda. Hit a bit long. Allen keeps it in but could do no more. Scott. Fletcher is all alone. James. 5 up for Burnley. And there's Peter Noble, who got himself unmarked and put it wide, I think mainly off his left ear. To his left, boy can go alone. Here is Allen. That's 5, so simple. Wallace, just a knife through butter then. Played it off just at the right moment, and Allen took it first time into the corner. It's his first of the afternoon and his 10th of the season overall. 9 in the league, 1 in the League Cup. Young, away by McCreary. Brian Miller, and to his right, Frank Casper really have a full-time job here. 5 points, bottom place in the 2nd division. Dobson, plenty of players forward again for Burnley. And again there's a man unmarked, and again they can't make it pay. Noble was the player. Woods parried and Shanks got it off the line. Good parry by Woods, who was left bereft of any cover. Fletcher at the back, Dobson, Brennan. And an offside decision. Making the pass for Wallace. Everything now left of Wallace. Held it for Bowles. Oh, it's a good save, but it was a spinning, swerving shot from Bowles. It bounced just in front of the keeper. Did well, the youngster. From a sitting position, Stan Bowles. And pushed into the mud from Wicks. Quickly in by Goddard. Wallace. Bowles, Young to him. Probably wishes he'd stay where he was now. It's McCreary and Rodaway. Now Brendan. Forward for Kindon, who is offside. It's crowd-pleasing stuff. Spectators seeing plenty of action. Second half really, on the face of it, quite even, but of course it's somewhat out of context with the control of the match overall, which Rangers undoubtedly have at 5 up, which must rank as one of the understatements of the season to date. Here's Wallace. Here's Bowles if he can get there, and that will be a penalty without any question. Young's tackle, and it's the other teenager who goes to console him, the goalkeeper. Bowles on his knees. These days, Clive Allen takes the penalties here. And if he puts it in, it will equal Rangers' 6 against West Ham of a couple of seasons ago in the League Cup. Well, the goalkeeper moved and was in no position to make a stop. So, second goal for Clive Allen. (6-0). One now to equal the highest score of the season by Arsenal in the League Cup against Leeds. Oh, Goddard let it run. And Walsh honing in, but not able to receive. Tommy Doherty enjoying the sunshine in more sense than one. Theo Foley to his right, Cancelo to his left. Walsh. Picks out Gillard. And here's Allen. Who spends the chance of a hat-trick. So much space to put it in as the ball came across from Gillard. Put it over the top. Slight worry for Woods. Gillard. Walsh, a lot of movement, McCreary, Walsh! Magnificent stop, what a beautiful move. I don't know whether a few bets going on the bench, I don't know. Trip by Gillard on James. Rodaway. Kindon. Derek Scott. Bowles immediately to Walsh, draws Thompson, 2 against 1 in the middle. Walsh taking a long time to take advantage of that fact. Here is the man over. And, oh, dear, oh dear, it's Rona who scores in the end. Rona who got it in the end. Force taking a long time to pick out Goddard. Goddard trying a cheeky one for Allen, whose shot came back off the post. And Glenn Rhoda scores Rangers 7. So we're now into injury time. And appreciation from the home crowd to their team. 7-0, 2 to Goddard, 2 to Allen, who really ought to have had a hat-trick and spurned 2 chances. And a debut for young Billy O'Rourke that he won't forget. But I hope the day will come when he can look back on it with a smile rather than with the understandable tears that he shows now. It's his manager, Brian Miller, who comes to console him, and the youngster can recall the fact that it was by no means his fault.
And what a pleasure it is to see those Queen's Park Rangers players consoling Billy O'Rourke. Mind you, in a moment or two, the Rangers players might have needed consolation themselves, because manager Tommy Docherty said afterwards, "It's the worst they've played since I've been manager." Well, they should be a good bet for the Championship when they really warm up.